Hi, everybody, and welcome to another episode of
Teen
Teen
Mom
Mom Podcast.
Podcast. And if you're enjoying all of our videos up to this one, please consider being a part of our group by following us in any of our social medias. We like to put out videos weekly.
And on this episode, we're going to be talking about loving yourself as a plus size model. And let me start by saying I'm tired of these models trying to represent plus size people with no fupa, no stomach, no nothing. They like,
No stretch marks, like there's no way. What are you
yeah,
doing?
they thick and flat in the stomach.
Yeah,
It's like, no, you representing thick girls at that point. You're not really representing plus size women
right.
with the fupa and everything.
Like bring everything. Bring out the little
Extra
extra fat
rolls.
underneath your
Yeah.
arm and bring out that muffin
Yeah.
top because for some reason all these models on Shane, Torrid, like they are bigger, but I'm not seeing no muffin top.
Yes.
So like, what alternate universe? Because I'm trying to be there and I'm trying to be one of them. Because I'm completely over having a muffin top. Like,
yes.
mind you, I've been reading online on like how to like lose my muffin top, and the first thing they say is losing your muffin top is one of the hardest things to lose. And I'm like, fine, I just lose my mind in the meantime.
Right. That is,
what?
or get surgery, one or the other. But
Right.
it can never be natural. Especially, I feel like it's also harder for like people that have C sections, mothers that have C sections. 10 times fucking, it's 10 times harder for us to just lose that extra like
Can you
weight.
elaborate? Because I'm not. My mom did get a C-section, but I never did. So what is it about a C-section? Like,
So they
honestly, I
actually,
don't know.
so they actually have to open you up in the thing. So I'm pretty sure it's like most likely all of that. It's like more. I would assume that it's like more air
Like,
coming. Yeah, but like I feel like when you push and you push everything out, it's like your stomach goes down a little bit, not
okay,
so
so
much.
you feel like the swelling is completely different to
Yeah,
an
like
extent
it takes a lot longer. Let me tell you, because it
to
takes
heal.
maybe a month to heal. They give you if that, and this, God forbid, if everything goes good. But I feel like me witnessing people pushing, their stomach went down like pretty quickly for somebody that had a C-section. And then if you don't work on it after the baby, you basically fucked. At that point, you everything is just fucked. Like, which is understandable. It's my fault probably, but after a while, you're like, damn, like especially trying to breast do all extra shit is just impossible to make sure that at least me, like it was just too much going on at that time. Like I didn't even care about how I looked.
Yeah.
So it
I
was
just
just
feel like, especially in that bonding moment, you're not really worried about, oh, I look this way, I look that way. You're
yeah.
worried about your baby. You were worried about this lack of sleep that you're not getting. You're worried about, are you
Mhm.
producing enough milk? Am I eating the right things to produce enough milk? Am I
Right.
avoiding these things so that I can produce milk so the baby can drink?
Right.
Like,
That's
you
true.
gotta, you gotta, and I told that to my mom, and I was like, Mommy, so you're telling me that I have to eat right, I have to lose weight, I have to, and then she's like, yeah, I have to look nice in the process.
Hell
Like,
no. Oh,
no,
hell
there's
no.
no way that I could do right in all these areas. I am not
Right.
a perfect human.
And I give it to all the moms that
Do
do
it
it
because
because
my mom was one of them. I don't know how she be walking out. She used to be walking out the house with 3 kids flawless.
yeah, no,
And
fuck.
I'm just like,
I don't got time. As long as my kids look decent, that's all I give a fuck. Like my kids don't look raggedy. That's all I care about.
right. I be sitting in here, Crocs one color, pants another color, shirt another color, hair
Sloppy
sideways.
bun.
Like, my kids look good though, and they chilling. They look
Yeah.
good for 2 minutes anyway because they end up eating something and destroying it.
Right.
But
It's still
for the 2 minutes, they was good.
right. And then it's just a lot when it comes to being a plus size person and trying to love yourself. Like I'm basically in the process of trying to do so. It's really hard. Like comparing your body to everybody else's,
Yeah.
and I feel like that's one of our, especially when we try to put clothes that is so pretty, and then when we put it on, we're like, what the fuck? It didn't look like that in the picture, or what the
And
fuck?
then, like, at least for me, like, I'll look at a picture and on Amazon, and I'm like, damn, she look good. Like, I'm about to be popping. And then I put it on, like, you don't have that same body to be thinking. So now I had to teach myself to look at a certain clothing and picture my muffin top inside of
Yeah.
it. And
But
I'm
you,
just like, okay,
yeah.
nice bulge, Lolly. I already looking at hot ass vest.
And-
Obviously, I need to do some changes
right.
so that I can feel better about my clothing
The way
choices.
that I do it, I have to see at least two plus size girl, like real big girls in there, and I'm like, oh, she look cute. I can pull this off. I can definitely pull it off. But I also feel like it's a confident building thing that you also have to, because listen, I be watching TikTok almost all the time, and I see these big girls in there, and they are so confident in themselves, like to the point where they don't even care. And I feel like society basically made it to the point where we have to feel ashamed of how our body is, not knowing that, like I like right now, I was so caught up in trying to lose weight. And I started diet. All right, I do a diet for a week. And I'll be like, all right, bet I'll do one fuck Saturday comes, fuck this shit. I'm done with it. And then I was like, all right, I start Sunday. Never start again. And I was like, and it was an ongoing
And you
thing.
know what, too? Like, when you brought society up, like, one thing that I want to put out there, like, society makes it hard for big people, but makes it easy for people to become big.
Yes, that is
Like,
definitely true.
they make it so easy. Like, come on, like, especially, like, look at prices right now for food. It's easier, it's also quicker in this fast paced America that we live in.
Mm-hmm.
Fast paced America, for me to go through a drive through and get dinner because I'm already out of work, tired, and all of this, especially if I didn't prepare the day before, or what you can hear. Basically, what I'm saying is prepare the day before. But
Right.
let's say that for some instance you forget because there's a lot going on. Then here you go, driving through a drive-through, feeding yourself and your family. Yeah, it just society just makes it so much easier for you to become big, but don't make it comfortable for you to be big.
Yeah, which is understandable because they assume that you have to look a certain way just to be. But there's guys out there that loves plus size women, and but I.
If you're one of them, I'm looking for one.
She said, "Look," but it's there's guys. It just sucks because like me growing up, I was so confident in myself, and knowing that I came from school that they think this was beautiful. I was always confident in myself. Even when I was younger, I was a big girl, like a big baby, and I was wearing two piece. I was just flossing, and my family always be like, "That's BB right there, the confident." And then the minute that you get older and they like boys and all of that, it changes you as a person because you have to think like, he don't like me because I'm not skinny, or he don't like me because of that. And then me being a teenager, I basically had it basically like, listen, somebody gonna like me, like, and I miss that confidence that I had because I did have it,
I
which
miss that confidence.
yes, like you have the like listen, I don't even care. You don't have to like me, but somebody is like, all right,
Right.
on to the next one. And believe it or not, like a lot of people end up liking just the person I am. And I feel like that was the best feeling because I didn't have to be somebody else I'm not for you to like me or find me attractive. I was the confident basically made me attractive to a lot of people.
Exactly.
But the minute that I have kids, all of that goes out the window. Like my body type is different, and then when you older, it's just so much when it comes to trying to be make sure you look beautiful for your man at all times. And sometimes it's tiring, especially if you don't feel like guys are like really hard to like. Sometimes guys are just so naive and don't even give you the smallest compliments counts. And I feel like just not hearing that sometimes you just be like, damn, like I'm not that good, or damn, like it's just the little things, and you
Right.
nitpick at every little single thing about yourself. My stomach, my hair, my face, my this, my that, and then
And
before
I
you,
feel like with social media, it's like I nitpick at myself even more.
yeah, because I'm like, damn.
And I really try, and I have suspended social media multiple times. Like, I'm the type of person,
Yeah.
like, if I hang out with my mom, I'm like, no pictures, no this, no that. I just want to hang out. Can we just do that without all the extra technology?
Right.
But like also like I'm not depriving myself, but I'm removing a big part of the society now, which is technology and
Yes.
communicating with people through technology. So it's kind of like oh, for everything you need to have a balance theme, like
Mm-hmm.
and I say that to say like definitely that confidence, which is why we did this too, was more for that confidence.
Right.
Is definitely.
Because I
Wish I
swear.
could have it back from
Right.
high school because I used to sit there like I'm in JROTC, I do this and I do that.
That is right.
Walked the first day of school with a book bag, a whole Elmo book bag. I was a freshman, and look at me a certain way.
Right. It's just the confidence that you have.
Yeah.
And when you was child to like go, even though we still as teenagers had to battle them, but I feel like we just didn't care as much.
Right.
And then
like,
when you get older,
when you're younger, you feel like you're unbeatable.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can conquer the whole world, and then you just act that way.
Right. And then
that's how you go against everything.
Maybe we need to start doing that as grown-ups.
I agree.
Because
literally as a grown up now that I have when I see a grown man look at me, I feel them. They look at me, they look at my face, they enjoy my face, and then they look down and they look at my muffin top, and then it's like they look back up and they're like, yeah, no, and then they look away.
Right. Not knowing that it's all goodness over here. Right. What are you talking about?
Don't get me wrong. If you want to gain some confidence, walk the streets of AC and you get a marriage proposal every 2 minutes. But you'll also get the asshole that's going to look at your face, look at your muffin top, and walk away.
Yeah, but I feel like that's everybody because they paint a picture where you have to be like this. You have to be fat as hell.
Your stomach got to be flat.
Yeah, and that's not really like, it's really hard nowadays. And then trying to keep up with being a mom and then trying to freaking lose weight. Like, who the fuck? Like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm about to rock out with being just fat for a while.
Right.
Because listen, I have to pick and choose my battles. And it sucks because right now, like, buying clothes, for example, I do not buy myself clothes because I'm like, I'm going to wait until I lose weight. I'm going to wait until not knowing that maybe if I get clothes now that fits my body. I said I was like, me. Right. And then not knowing that, not buying my clothes and settling for the little clothes that I have now is making me more depressed and more sad because I want to look nice and I can't look nice because I'm waiting to lose fucking weight.
I agree.
And I'm right now.
Right after I had Mikey, sorry to cut you off. Right after I had Mikey, I was like, I'm not going to buy anything until I lose clothes. I refuse to be that person that's going to be this big. They said it was going to be hard for me to lose the postpartum weight. I was just like, no, I'm not having it. I'm not buying myself nothing. And I was punishing myself for a really long time. For a really long time, I wasn't buying myself pieces of clothing. It wasn't until one Christmas came around that I remember receiving a hat and a sweater. And they were like matching. Mm-hmm. And I felt so good. I was like, oh my God, I have a new piece of article of clothing.
Right. And
that fits me. I feel pretty. Mm-hmm. And like it's a winter shirt. So then after that, like I still wasn't buying myself as much clothes. And when I did buy myself clothes, I bought myself workout clothes.
See, look at that.
Telling myself like, go work out, bitch.
I'm like, go work out. Go right. No, like I dead ass had to start buying myself clothes because right now I'm to the point where I want to look nice now and love who I am now. So when I love the process because I feel like if we deprive ourselves for just loving ourselves when we lose weight, so we're gonna be miserable for a fucking long time. Just losing weight, the process is fucking forever. That ass, and it's like it's sad to say, and it that ass, like I end up having so much confidence when I worked at Torrid. Like I see these plus size women walking in there, real fucking confident with a 2-piece on and everything, showing everything, and I'm like, but they look this so pretty. Just rocking that, and they gave me so much confidence on just wearing a 2-piece or whatever. Like, you know, even though everybody be like, oh, you got a man, you don't have to like please anybody. I'm not trying to please nobody. I'm not even trying to make sure. Yes, I'm trying to please my man, but at the end of the day, I'm making sure I look good for myself. Right. Because as women, we so busy, our life, we so busy trying to please. Not knowing that who the fuck we need to please ourselves. When we're happy with ourselves, that's when it will come naturally. That everybody, oh, you look so pretty, and I feel like that's the hardest thing, and I'm still working on it. I have to listen to motivational speeches every fucking day just to try to be like, all right, or like today we got prettied up, and I feel like you was real confident. You took pictures, mind
I
you.
know. Oh my god, you
Yeah,
noticed that? Don't
yes,
be saying that out here. Like, I haven't took pictures. No, for real.
that
Like,
ass.
definitely. And then that's why I was, but I was screaming to you while you was in the bathroom. I was like, I can't be doing this every day. I can't wake up 2 hours before work and just do
Right.
this makeup. Like, it's too much. But like, as soon as I applied on the makeup, I was just like, and it made me understand like why my mom puts it on.
It makes her feel good. If
It
she
makes
having
you
a
feel
shitty day,
good. Like,
that shit makes her
it
a
just,
lot.
it's like a whole new me.
Yeah.
It felt good. Yeah, definitely did the pictures, and I was like, okay,
Yes. It
still
was
kind
just.
of cute.
She
And
said, "I
single.
still got it." Like,
Right, I was in there like,
Did
let
I?
me make sure that guy that had talked to me that one time see me.
Like, listen. And you know what's crazy? Because my dad always, you always have to look cute. He said in Spanish, he's like, you always have to look cute. You don't care. And I used to look like a bum. Yeah, I swear, he was my worst. He was like, why you out here looking like that? Why you looking like? Why you looking like that? Why you look so ugly? This and that. You need to look pretty at all times. It doesn't matter. Why are you gonna go? And I was like, all right, bye. All right, all right, all right. But he was always making sure, like, also, I feel like that's what.
Sorry, I went to a dark spot in my mind.
What?
Go ahead. Sorry. No, because I remember like when you said that, it just connected me to like a place where I was at one time and I wasn't dressed very good. But again, it was because I was punishing myself and I was just like, and like it really did mess up my confidence. And then somebody made a comment and they were just like, you don't look, why are you looking like that? And then like, mind you, not knowing how, they didn't know, but at the moment, I was fighting a lot.
Right.
To even look the way I looked, which I know I looked a mess because I have an ID and I saved it.
She said, I got
a
an
picture
idea.
and I was like, what the?
Like, note to self, never look like this.
Right, but I was in a really dark spot, so it's just like crazy.
It's a lot. Yeah. It's just a lot.
And even doing your hair sometimes is like, whoa.
Yes, because I be looking like a bum with gray hair, every fucking thing, and I'm like, but like this, just curly in my hair, my bangs out. I felt good. Like I was like, all right. Even my mom was like, where are you going with your makeup? Can I look pretty in my house? Then let me live my life in my house.
Do it more like, oh, okay.
Yes, I feel like just those little things would help. Just the little things is we don't have to do big ass steps or whatever. I just feel like when we start loving ourselves now as the body we in, that's why I've been walking around my house showing my muffle tap and everything. Because even though me and Jojo been together for 11 years, I still feel uncomfortable dressing a certain way in front of him. You know, like I don't want him, but knowing that he saw all of that, but still, like I just don't. I feel like I don't want to see. I don't want him to see all my muffins out, even though he sees it all the time. But I've been just flossing my stomach, and the other day my niece came over here. Well, my nephew came over here, and he was like, and I felt like he was looking at my muffin top, and I was like, "Don't be looking over here." I said, "Listen, I'm starting to love all of this. So that's why I'm showing all of this. Don't play with me, because I walk with no panties, no nothing. Stop playing with me." And he was like, he started laughing. He said, "I'm not saying that," but I swear to God, babe, I be gassing me. She's like, I be trying to swear I can fit in this little outfit that I be seeing, like when she cosplays. It's like, "Go ahead, Titi, you can do it." And I say, "Yes." It just, and I feel like it also help with our kids because, like Rosalie, I feel like she's insecure, and I'm trying to get better at being more.
I was gonna tell you that you doing that is probably showing her like, look at mommy, go
Yeah,
ahead.
she's a big girl, but she got it right because my daughter, she's not big, but the society once again will make picture her as she's big, and
the crazy thing is that right now the age she was, I remember being that same age and being about her size.
Yeah.
So when I made that high school stretch where I was like, but you thought I was big back then.
She said you thought. I was always big, but I didn't give a fuck.
But I'm so serious. Like once it was like a weird stage between elementary school and middle school. And then middle school and high school, something like, and I was like,
Yeah, because I feel like at that time.
And I know I remember used to walking down them hallways with this little ass attitude. Like you couldn't get me for nothing. Even when
Right.
Mike was trying to talk to me, my baby dad right now,
Mhm.
I was like, I was basically like, oh no, like I'm not wasting my time. I'm just trying to take pictures here for
Yeah.
yearbook. Like I'm not doing this right now.
And
And
you know
then
what? You know what's sad? Just thinking about that is because not even thinking about that, just thinking about the fact that you walking so confident like that, other females would look at it like, oh, she too cocky, she too this, not knowing like, bro, like we can all be have the same confidence together. And I feel like that's also a lot of problems because females try to bring each other down, not knowing that we can all feel confident. We can all walk around like we're a bad bitch at the end of the day. Like nobody can stop us. But it's all about building each other up too. Because I feel like that also plays a part because, there be little she thinks she all that. Da, da, da. Like, what is the whole point of all of that? For what? Because you can have that same energy I got. We can both walk down this halls,
right,
act like we the shit together.
exactly.
But I feel like it's never like that. It is never.
I have to 100% agree because I always say there is audience for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
There's an audience, the same audience that you guys, probably not the same audience I got, and vice versa. Like there is an audience for everybody. There is
Mm-hmm.
friends for everybody. It's just there's no reason to be petty.
Right. But we
Like,
live in a society where that's all it is. And that's why I feel like it's so hard also to make
right.
friends as females. Because boy, I feel like it's always the envy. Like we can all love each other. We can all be like,
Right.
yes, girl. Just like, all right. So since I've been doing like, for example, what's sad is when I was trying to do my logo for my business, I had to take a picture. I had to show them a picture of myself. When I tell you, I was scrolling down my images. All I saw is kids, 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 kids. Not me at all until your birthday. Until your birthday, I decided to just put that one on. I said that's sad. That makes me because I'm so insecure. I don't even take pictures. And then just doing this, I swear to God, even when I take pictures, I swear I looked at a certain way. I felt like I was bad as hell when I was like, just I look nice. And then when you take a picture, I look at myself like, damn, bitch, you don't look nothing like you thought you did.
Right. Over here walking like
damn. I said no. The picture is no. That's a lie. That's a
Right.
lie, and it sucks because it's
you
like
take a picture like, and the picture comes out like,
Duh.
how? You're lying to me.
Right, that has. And I feel like we just need to start loving ourselves now during the process and not care. Really, that's a lot. To be honest, I still don't even know the right answer for this. Like what is the next step? What is the next like you just never know. You just never know. It's hard to try
It
to
is
build
hard.
that confidence.
It is hard balancing everything. That's
Right.
that's the main problem of life is having a balance between everything. That's the
Right.
most
Because you can
difficult
sit
part.
there and spend time with yourself, figure out who you are as a person. You can do this, you can do that, but loving your body how it is, how, this is the body that had 3 kids. Not every mother out there, a lot of people out there like have more
Snatch
kids
back.
and snatch right the hell back. Like nothing
What are
happened.
you doing? Like how are you? Where is?
They're blessed.
Tell
That's
me.
why they
'Cause
blessed.
no, and it's like, and to me, I just be looking at them and I'm like, I wish, like I
Right.
just wish. But then, and then you're worried about somebody else's blessing and you're not looking at your blessing where you
Right.
sat here and you were able to birth 3 kids, and some people don't even get to birth 3
Right.
kids
That is
or
definitely
any
true.
at all. So you forget to look at yourself, and I think giving yourself a lot of love.
But even if you don't have kids and you big, you be like, yo,
Right.
I don't even have kids and I'm this big. But
Mm.
I feel like it's because we're always trying to look so
We're always
skinny.
trying to
We think,
pleasure our society.
yes, we think skinny is the answer. We think having a fat ass, thick thighs, flat stomach is not, unless I'm paying for it. That's the only way. Right at this point, I can be like that. But some people are blessed, some people
I've thought
isn't.
about it. Don't get me wrong.
Dead ass, bro. If I have to listen, I'm cashing the check real quick. But listen, it's hard, and I feel like I just wish that it would be like a simpler answer to trying to love yourself. But just knowing there's other people out there that is feeling the same way, even if you're not, because every all of us go through it. Even being too skinny and they just feel ugly, like it's never a win.
That's the same thing.
It's
That
never
I
a
was gonna
win.
say that too. In loving your body, like a lot of people are skinny to the point where bloopers. No, but there's people that are like really skinny, and people make them feel bad about them being skinny. Like for example, I had a friend and she posted on Twitter. I don't remember if it was Twitter, but she posted somewhere a long time ago. I had a Twitter. She posted somewhere and she was just like, "If we're big, it's a problem. You tell me to lose weight. If I'm skinny, you tell me to eat." Like,
what the fuck is it?
And then she was a beautiful girl, and I understood why people was like hating on her, because she looked very flawless to the point where I'm like, bro, like you're perfect. Every time I look at you, I feel bad about myself.
Like damn,
blocked. Let me just take you out of my day because I can't deal another meltdown. But she just basically put it out in the air, and she was just like, I love myself. I am beautiful. And it's hard that she even got to that point, because even though she looked flawless, who knows what kind of demons she's going through and she's been fighting.
Right.
And how she probably looked at herself in the mirror one time and she said, "Oh, I'm too skinny," or "I have a scar right there," or like, we don't know.
I feel like as females, once we start letting go of trying to compete with other females, I feel like everybody would be happier. Even females that are skinny and have a nice body. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they feel.
Compete with yourself is like the hardest thing. Yes. Compete with yourself.
Yes.
I don't know how to compete with myself because I really just don't know how to compete with, like, what. I guess I'm trying to be better than the person I was today.
I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's like, it's like, I'm hoping that everybody would eventually like chime in, because shit, I need some advice. I be looking at TikTok and trying to ask these people, like, I need advice. Like, I need your confidence. Like, I need your confidence again. Because I feel like,
what is it? Where does confidence come from? Somebody Google it and tell me.
I don't even think Google. Google can tell you a whole bunch of, but it don't fit realistically.
Right.
Should I say, of life. I know just doing this made us comfortable, like confident, doing our makeups, doing our hair.
I was telling BB initially we should just take like a 2-piece and like take some really nice actual model, like realistic. She was like, "Yeah, we're not doing that." Like,
I was like, "Listen,
that's not gonna happen."
All right, it's a work in progress with the 2-piece. Because...
Yeah, but honestly, while I was saying it, I was changing my mind, because I refuse to put on a 2-piece.
No, like, what about we can eventually be in tour models? We can be like, all right, I think we need to put realistic people up there.
Yeah, like, put me with my muffin top, and let's talk about where these stretch marks came from, baby. And I also got a scar up here, and that's how I got my gallbladder removed. Let's talk about that too. Like, you're giving us these surgeries and leaving scars behind, but don't want to show them off.
I don't really mind my stretch marks. I really don't mind my stretch marks. The only thing,
at one point I did. I was putting coconut oil on my stomach every day.
I didn't give a fuck about my stretch marks. I said, fuck that. The only thing that I was bothered about is my muffin top.
Let me see your stretch marks. I'll show mine.
I don't have. Oh, my stomach?
My stomach stretch marks.
Hell no.
Let's try my stretch marks. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not doing that.
But other females have it like darker. Some people lighter. You know,
I don't have them red. I think they eventually, like, everybody always told me, like, eventually they're going to like lighten. But honestly, yeah, no. At one point, I was really stressing about it, and then I like came to grow to love them.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. I never
of my bellies that I had with my babies, and it's
shit. I didn't give a fuck about my stretch marks. I only care about my muffin top. That's really because when you try to wear jeans or when you try to wear
panties.
Yes, man.
Got me in here like, bro, sometimes
that's how I
be walking and I'll be like, yeah, sometimes I just give up on panties, but sometimes I'll be walking and I'm like, how the hell is my panties all the way like getting to my knees? There's no way, bro. Damn. This is so unfair. I'm about to put double-sided tape on my muffin top just so my freaking panties, like, Make a panty for me, please. I'm over
That
this.
looks nice too because they
Right.
got granny panties that say I like booty shorts. I was like, I
Yeah,
need some nice
I
ones.
like men underwear,
Yeah.
panty kind of
Mhm.
looking. Those I feel like fit me the best and they're the most comfortable around my areas.
We're gonna start fucking wearing a whole boxer. A whole boxer.
But I'm with you. Sometimes I just skip on the underwear. It's just easier. But I also skip on the bra. I learned after COVID that I just didn't like my bra, so I had given up.
Hate bras.
I had given up on them for a while, and then my sister was like, "No, I just wear sports bra because you know they're better for you." And I was like, "You know what? You're right." To work, I started wearing sports bras, and then, but don't get me wrong, I finally, and I think that that's another thing when it comes to plus size, finding the right size, even if it's the right size, sometimes it's not the right bra.
Right. Which is
like you can have the right size, and then the bra for some reason is just
stupid.
weird.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, bro, like you supposed to fit me. You're acting stupid.
I'm already. It's already enough being a plus size, finding clothes. That's why I be looking the bum all the damn time. Because listen, I don't got time for these dead ass. They be having these clothes look crazy, and that's why you wonder why my fat ass be trying to fit into something that I can't because they barely have any clothes
At
for
one
us.
point, I just started buying from the man clothes, but then it started making me look like a fucking square, and I'm just like, I have a little bit of curves. At least show them. Like that's rude.
Dead ass, bro. I feel like we should do like an outfit with wearing guy clothes to make it look like a nice plus size. Because I feel like we can do something real cute.
Okay,
I feel like it would be nice. And then tour alone is like hella expensive. They want like $50 for a t-shirt, and I'm like, bro,
and
why?
I told you, I was like, they trying to charge me for the extra fabric. It ain't my fault, okay? I'm trying. Every other month, I'm dead ass trying something like that. Not so long ago, I tried a whole week without no sugar. By the end of the week, I was eating iced coffee with donuts. So I tried, okay?
She said I tried.
No, but dead ass, I really tried. Like I tried to replace my sugar with fruit sugar. And at one point, I was like, "Oh, I'm loving all these sugars," but then I started to get bored because in my nearest supermarket, because I was trying to keep my stock flowing, all I was eating was oranges and bananas, and I'm like,
"Oh no, it was like getting boring."
I like to eat, and I was getting tired of eating the same crap. I was like, I want to keep eating this crap.
Right, and that's the bad thing. That's why, to me, what made me feel good was walking with the baby, just going to the bike path and walking like 4 miles back and forth. Basically 2 miles there, 2 miles back. So it was like a good, and I feel like I wasn't thinking like, oh, I need to lose weight. I was thinking like, let me burn this energy out on this baby because he has hella energy.
Like I know during COVID, I was working out and I was doing really good, and I started to tell myself I'm doing this so my heart can last longer.
Yeah, I feel like once we put the pressure and I want to lose weight so I can look this size. I feel like it basically, for me at least, it makes me, should I say, like go back to my old ways instead for being healthier. Because I put so much pressure on, I have to lose weight, not knowing that just the little things count. And I feel like baby steps for me works. It's gonna work. I've been trying to do it so far.
I was watching this girl on TikTok and she was just basically like, this is how I looked before, and then she showed her and she was like 200 and some pounds, and then she's like, and this is how I look now, and she was like 100 and something pounds, and it was a big difference. And she was like, the first thing that I would told myself was stop trying to lose weight. And I'm like, what you mean? And so you lost weight by telling yourself stop trying to lose weight, and what she was really trying to say was,
you probably saw the same video because that's the same
just
thing.
one thing at a time. Like stop trying to tackle 150 things and be unsuccessful in all of them when you can tackle one thing for 21 days, make it a habit, and then move on to the next.
Yeah, and
then there's a book that's called Atomic. I forgot what it was. I think it was like Atomic Habits, and it just talks about habits.
Yeah.
And was that another book for our library?
Shit, I fucking hate reading books. The only books I read is the kinky ones. You already know.
Right. No, I like anything that will nourish my brain.
Oh, I can't. I'll be like, what the fuck? And then we go to YouTube for that chick and read it to me because I cannot do it.
When I start reading a book and it starts to nourish my brain, And then one time I literally told myself, like, this is better than a phone. It doesn't die. The battery doesn't die. It ain't no battery. Literally, I almost read a book in like 3 sittings, and I remember that my partner at the time, he was annoyed. He was like, why are you reading that book? I was like, here, read it. It's actually really good. It was a survival book. I got it for free at a laundromat. And I was like, it was really good book.
See, look, I can't.
It was amazing.
I just can't. And let me tell you, all right, this is probably going to be a little bit uncomfortable for people because we try to mention it to my mom and she's like, that's uncomfortable, but it is reality at the end of the day. And let's talk about having sex with your partner as a plus size. Girl.
I think we should also talk about that sweat that we about to start getting this summer, just so that y'all can be aware. Have some wipes ready for your fellow plus girl, or have something for your fellow plus.
No, that's why my ass stay home.
Or brother, because my titties gonna be sweating. I'm gonna have sweat in my back, sweat in between my thighs.
Just look at it like I'm losing weight.
My neck. Right, and I try to look at it that way. Nope, it's damn lie. Next summer, I'm gonna look the same damn way.
I'm telling you, that's why I stay in air conditioner all the time. But the struggle of being a plus size, having sex with your partner, my man, he's skinny, and when I tell you, ooh, I fucking like. I love him, but I just hate it because it's like, damn, I'm fucking squinting. He's like, nah, I got you. And I'm like, bitch, I know you got me, but I don't got me. Like, shit, like, it's just so.
And
like,
then it's hard too because then you don't want to let loose because you feel like you're about to hurt him
or suffocate.
Right, or suffocate him. Because I did feel that way one time. Like, oh, you told me to do this. Now, don't be over here telling me I gotta call 911 because you can't take these breaths, motherfucker.
But I feel like that alone is like, like, I feel like, that's why having a skinny man is kind of hard sometimes because it's like,
even though he can take him, break him.
Look, I know he'd be like, yeah, but still, I don't. It's already enough. I feel big, and then I feel bigger. Like I'm like, what the fuck? I just feel so much bigger. Like, dog, let me give you some of my fat, bro.
Right, and on top of that, like, all I'm thinking about, what is he looking at? Like, what's jiggling, and what is he looking at? Like, sitting on the side, like, what is he looking at? Like, I really try to focus on getting my orgasm on, but I can't because I don't know what he's looking at.
I know. I feel like as women, like me, I overthink so much, and I just like it can be so simple, and he'd be like, bro, like if I mention it, he'd be like, dog, like what are you talking about? Nobody's worried about that. But it's like, but of course, he's gonna be like, I'm not worried. He's been with me for long enough. Like he's like, I would fucking know your body already at this point. Like it doesn't matter, like to me. But to me, I'm like, oh my god, maybe if I start getting my stomach a little more, it'd be less stressful.
Trying to get it together.
Dog, it's a lot. It's a lot.
It is.
And I feel like
and don't just be putting whatever the hell you want down there just because you think we can take it. That's not how it works, okay? We sensitive, okay? We sensitive down there. No leave-in conditioner. No shampoo. No regular conditioner. No gel, okay?
God.
There's actual lube out there. I just want to say that.
But like, listen, it's really dead ass. That's funny.
Sometimes I just be leaving people in charge of the situation. But if you're going to be put in those kind of situations in my situation, then it's a situation. And I feel like y'all all understand what I'm talking about.
Dead ass. It really be like that. Because sometimes we don't want to be too extra because, you know, people already be like, that's inappropriate. JoJo today was like, I think that's doing too much. I'm like, boy, bye. Like, what the fuck? Like, I'm like, all right, we can be.
There's worse than the internet, okay? The internet is huge, humongous. There is worse.
Yeah, that is definitely true.
Yeah, you can always find worse. You can always find worse.
But, yeah, so we basically are hoping to... Probably every time we come in here, we probably just say what exactly helped us feel more confident. Because I feel like being confident and loving yourself as a plus size is never going to come in one video. It's not going to just be done in one video. I feel like it's a work in progress.
I feel like that also goes with all of our other videos.
Yeah.
I don't think we can accomplish speaking about it all in one video.
Yes,
So we're gonna be coming back on these subjects.
because when I tell you, when we talk, it's so hard. Like right now, we hee ha ha, but it's really hard to stay in topic because we can mention something about one conversation and then it goes to another conversation and then goes to another conversation. It's just a never
like
ending.
A dark hole in our conversations. It's just once you go through it, you gotta explore it, and you can't go back. You're stuck in there. Okay.
Right. That reminds me because when I was talking to Lisi one time, and Millie was like, he was like, "What happened?" And we started talking. Right. It was like, da, 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 da. We had 5 different conversations before he said, "I'm never gonna find out what happened.
But,
I'm just never gonna find
I
out."
have to remind people too.
Yeah.
Like, tell me what's going on. Like, go back. We were speaking about this. Just can you stick to this real quick?
Yeah.
Just so that we can know. Like,
So
it
please
doesn't
work
mean
with
that
us.
we're not interested in the rest of the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
It just means that our conversations go sideways.
Yes, because we were just talking about books not that long ago, and it's completely off the topic. But I just feel like you have to just work with us because I just want it to be as natural as it comes. I feel like when we do it just as natural and just do it out of the book, we just sit there just sit there. Yeah. Like just doing this damn video. We try to like perfect it a certain way when not knowing that
it's a learning process. Everything is, including the conversations that we're having.
Yes, and I would like all of y'all feedback of what should y'all do to make y'all feel a little bit more comfortable as a plus size woman, or what y'all do to make y'all feel better during the day, or whatever. What y'all do at night to make y'all feel good.
Workout that you like to do that you don't feel as
too much.
Yeah.
Because I was trying to do squash the other day, and JJ, he was over here laughing, swearing I was gonna pick his ass up. I was like, boy.
Like, oh, here comes mommy again.
Yeah.
Here she comes again.
Yes, which is a good exercise because I'm entertaining him too, but sometimes he just want to be picked up, and I'm like, no, like let me have me time for a little bit. Like let me work out.
Every time I work out, Misael wants to work out too, and I'm like, you're in the way, so I gotta get him a little mat, like so that he can work out and I can work out. And if he wants to act like he's working out, why not? That's not a bad thing for him to learn. That's a great thing.
Yes, I feel like these kids need to be like more like doing stuff. I swear, on top of us.
Like I literally got my son old camera, and he was so amazed. He was like, wow. And I was like, yeah, when we didn't have phones, we had a phone and a camera. He was like, separate? And I'm like, yeah, separate.
Right. That's funny. That is real funny. The little things that they'd be happy about. Yeah. But, we appreciate all of the feedbacks. And hopefully somebody comments and tell us what y'all doing because, shit, I need just doing this, I feel like it was good. It was good.
And let us know if you want us to go live. Maybe that will be one of the things that we will do next. That way you guys can be commenting and we can just be having regular conversations with all of you guys.
Yes, because if we do that now, we're going to be here all day. Right now, just doing this.
And we don't mind being here all day. That's okay.
Bitch.
That's me 10 minutes before the video.
Right now it's late. Like we basically had to put the kids to sleep and make sure and my son is still not sleeping. He's out there with JoJo, of course, but because he want to give him a late ass nap. But it's like 2 o'clock. Right. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning. And we look, so that's your
momming it up.
Yes. So we appreciate all of the loving.
And again, if you like all of our videos and what we're bringing out, consider being part of the group.